got to go and dig those holes.
Hi guys!
Who double hand wave?
I always double hand.
Do you?
I don't know. Hi guys!
No, do double hand wave.
What do you want from me? Hi guys!
You did one hand again.
Okay, we'll do it double-handed. Hi guys! Today we are doing the TMI Tag Booktube Edition. We were tagged by Kat at Kat the Book Nerd.
And Teddy Asanova.
So thank you guys so much for tagging us. So this is a tag that has 50 questions. We don't want this to be half an hour long, so we're gonna go very fast through it.
Speedy through it, because there's two of us.
I have brown hair now.
Oh yeah, surprise! She dyed it for a play. So for the tag, we tried to pick a bunch of books that kind of weren't the common answer. And also we're going to be including some plays in this one too, so hopefully that will mix things up and help you guys find some new things that are fun.
Question 1. What fictional character has the best style?
I'm going with Alexis from the Bad Girls Don't Die series by Katie Allender. She's very kind of gothically punk thing, and I don't know, she kind of has that cool like hipstery kind of clothing.
I said Blue from the Raven Boys series. She has very unique clothes. She kind of DIYs a lot of it, and she doesn't give a shit what people think of her. You know, I respect it. Question 2. Who is your book girlfriend / boyfriend / fictional crush?
Jamie.
Jamie from Outlander. Question 3 is ever loved a character but then started hating them?
And that would be Teresa from the Maze Runner series. The first book I was kind of like, cool, I can deal with her, I like her. Second and third book I was like, fuck you.
My answer to this question is Sebastian from the Mortal Instruments series. He is introduced in City of Glass, and for those of you who read the series, you probably know why I hate him, but I liked him in the first book that he was in. He was kind of funny and, you know, cool, and then I quickly started to hate him. Question 4 is biggest / longest book on your shelf?
So for me, that would be Game of Thrones, the mass market paper edition. It's 835 pages, I believe, so this thing is just like a brick.
For me, it is my copy of Storm of Swords by George R. R. Martin in the same series. It's like over 1,000 pages. Question 5 is what is the heaviest book on your shelf? The Harry Potter books! Question 6, do you have any book posters? No! Question 7 is, do you have any book-themed jewelry? And we do!
So mine would be my time turner. Fun story, it was supposed to be a gift for one of my good friends, Harriet. For her birthday, I got her a bunch of stuff, and I just happened, that was kind of one of the late ones, I forgot to give it to her, and then I opened it. I skipped it, because I was like, this is really fun!
So I have 2 pieces. The first one I have with me today is a Sassenach little bracelet that Hannah got me for my birthday this summer, and I love it. The other piece I have is my Twilight necklace, which Hannah is not the biggest fan of. If I find a photo of it online, I'll put it here somewhere so you guys can see. But it has the Cullen crest, and then it has like the werewolf pack thing on it, and I love it. Just because it makes Hannah really embarrassed when I wear it.
Okay, I read Twilight like everyone else, but Erica just like, would go around, like we were on a bus, and she was like, Hannah, have you seen my Twilight necklace? Like just to make me mad, and I was sitting there like, oh my god.
Question 8 is who is your book OTP? Jamie and Claire from Outlander. Question 9 is your favorite book series.
So I went with the Bad Girls Don't Die series. It's something I'm going to be talking about later in my October video.
Right now my favorite series is the Raven Boys series. Okay, question 10 is what is your favorite book to movie soundtrack? And for me, my answer are the Twilight movies. Say what you will about that series and those movies, but those soundtracks were good. They had some good indie music on those.
So mine would be the Hunger Games soundtrack, specifically the first one that they came out with, like the kind of songs like inspired by the movie one. I listened to that thing like a million times.
Question 11 is, what is a story that you miss or wish would continue?
And mine would be Harry Potter, like everyone else. I know they're coming up with other stuff and new movies and things like that, so like makes me excited.
My answer for this is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I just want an entire book of Elizabeth and Darcy being married and adorable together. And I know there are a lot of books out there that people have written of continuations, but I want one by Jane Austen. Question 13 is, what is your favorite standalone?
Holes! I love this book!
Dig it out, dig it. For me, this is The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini, I think is the way you say his last name. I read this my senior year of high school in my like contemporary fiction class. Loved it so much. Question 13 is, since when do you read books? Which sounds so accusatory.
What did you read them?
Since when do you read books?
Huh? You done that?
Huh?
Weirdo.
And our question is always?
I don't...
Since I learned to read. Question 14 is, which Hogwarts house are you in? We are both Hufflepuffs. Okay, question 15 is quality you look for in a book. And I think our answer for this was writing.
Yeah, definitely the writing.
I can kind of deal with a not well-developed character or kind of a, like, not amazing plot if the writing is fantastic.
Yeah, and I think also humor in a book really hooks me in. But if it has, like, a really good sense of humor to it, like if a character is really funny, that always, like, I always find myself on, like, be like, ha, good one.
Question 16 is a favorite book quote.
So mine is from Master Held and the Boys by Athol Fugard, but it's set in South Africa in the 1950s. So Sam is a ballroom dancer and he's describing what it's like to you know, dance in the ballroom. And another character, Hallie, asks him, like, well, what happens if you bump into each other? Like, what do you do then? And Sam says, there are no collisions out there, Hallie. Nobody trips or stumbles or bumps into anything else. That's what that moment is all about. To be one of those finalists on the dance floor is like being in a dream about a world in which accidents don't happen. I just love that quote so much.
My quote is also from another play. It is from Angels in America, Part 1 by Tony Kushner. And it's, don't be afraid. People are so afraid. Don't be afraid to live in the raw wind, naked, alone. Learn at least this, what you are capable of. Let nothing stand in your way. Question 17 is your favorite author.
So mine is an author of plays, and that's Arthur Miller, who wrote The Crucible and Death of a Salesman and All My Sons and a bunch of other ones. His work is just so, you know, motivating and intense and very much kind of what American drama. Yeah, the American drama and the American dream and kind of what that really is.
My answer for this question is Jane Austen. She always just has written stuff that I've connected to a lot. I love romance books and she just writes the best of it. Her characters are so interesting. Her like way she has studied society and culture and people and the way she can write it out is just, no, I don't think anyone has ever gotten to that level. Question 18 is what is your favorite book cover?
So mine would be Through the Woods by Emily Carroll. I actually pretty much bought this graphic novel because of the cover of it, the back and the front.
I like the girl in the back.
Yeah, in the back. I kind of like the way it was looking and you know, the art style of it.
For me, it is the Unbecoming of Maradar and basically all the covers of this series. I just love the photos that these covers have. They're match the books really, really well, and the dark tones and everything, and the font, it's just, they're just great. They're just great. Question 19 is action or romance. For me, it's romance. I don't really care what's happening in a book if there are two cute people getting together and making out.
I couldn't pick. I love both. Like, I love action stories that have romance. Like, that's my favorite.
Question 20 is where do you go when a sad moment happens?
I don't know if I have a specific place. I think if I need a break from a book, if something's getting intense, I get food. So I go and put in my kitchen.
For me, it's kind of a weird answer, but I go to the bathroom, which I know is odd, but if a book's making me cry, I tend to go to the bathroom, do my business, and cry.
It's a TMI tag.
Question 21 is how long do you need to finish a book?
For me it really depends, honestly. Some books that are short, like The Raven Boys, took me a really long time just because I just wasn't motivated to read sometimes, so that took me probably a half a month to read, and it's very short. But at the same time, The Name of the Star, which is probably about the same length, took me 2 days to read.
For me, it also depends on bigger books. Like when I'm reading the Outlander books, they've taken me months to read. But when I'm in like a good reading habit and I'm kind of reading, you know, a book right after a book right after a book, it usually probably takes me a week. Oh, maybe a little less to finish a book. Question 22 is how long is your mourning period?
For me, like if I get upset over a book, I kind of want to distract myself with another book, and I tend to kind of quickly read. I kind of distract myself either with a book that's similar, so I can be like, okay, like I miss a fantasy book, I'm gonna read another fantasy book, or if I'm like, that was so sad, I try to pick something that I'm excited to read next to kind of trick myself to forgetting.
I haven't had a mourning period for quite a while. I think after I finished The Mortal Instruments, which I think was like the last big mourning period I had, it was like 2 weeks. Question 23 is what is your least favorite book?
Annie John. I don't remember who the hell it's by. I had to read it in high school. Anyone I've ever talked to when we talked about books, I'd be just like, I have probably talked about this book 1,000 times.
For me, my least favorite book is another required reading book, and it was The Red Tent by Anita Diamant. I hated this book so much. It has a super high rating on Goodreads because some people, for some reason, really like it, and I don't get it. It's like Bible fan fiction is the only way I can describe this book. Question 24 is turn on in a character.
Mine would have to be humor. We'll go fly through something if like there's witty one lines.
I also really like characters that are really kind and sweet, like Jamie from Outlander.
Talk about her all the time.
Because he's my husband. I'm married to him. Question 25 is turn off in a character.
I was trying to think of the word for it. I think it would be selfishness in a character. When a character can only see like their goals and what they want, even if everyone's like, this is a terrible idea, like you're gonna mess things up for everyone, and they're like, I don't care, this is, I want to do it.
I think my biggest turn off in a character is like hubris and pride, when they like think that they're the shit and then they like usually get killed off in the end. Question 26 is the reason you joined Booktube.
You know, to be part of the community and, you know, to be with my best friends.
27 is name a scary book.
My question! It's mine! So what was the first one that came to mind, because me and Erica just talked about it, is a series of books. It's middle grade. I don't know if you guys remember it. It was called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. We'll have a picture of the title, the cover, and hopefully that'll refresh your memory. I love these stories. Go back and reread them. Actually, some of them are really, really creepy.
This answer for me is not, I think, like an actual horror book. It's called The Book of Lost Things. Some random person on the internet recommended this to me, and I had like a $5 Barnes & Noble gift card, so I bought it. I don't know how to describe it. I guess it's a fantasy book, but there is this character in it. He was described as this like figure with these like long, creepy arms and gross fingers, and he came and like took children at night and brought them to this like plane. It freaked me out so bad. Question 28 is last book that made you cry.
So we've talked about this book about 1,000 times, but honestly, it made me cry.
The last book that made me cry was Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. She gets it's kind of her world's version of Harry Potter. She like gets the last book and she reads it, and it just gets to me every time. Question 29 is last book that you rated 5 stars. The last book I rated 5 stars was The Assassin Slayed by Sarah J Maas, and it was incredible, and I cried so much reading it, and it was so good. Question 30 is a favorite book title.
Mine would be The Language of Flowers.
My answer for this is Suddenly Last Summer by Tennessee Williams. Question 31 is the last book you read.
The last book I fully read was Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson.
The last book I read was actually a novella, and it was The Fiery Child by Cassandra Clare. Question 32 is what are you currently reading?
I'm still reading A Monster Calls. I'm so busy, I literally have not had a moment to sit down and read it.
I'm currently reading The Scorched Trials by James Dashner. This is Hannah's copy that I'm ruining, apparently. Okay, I'm like almost halfway through, and it's kind of taking an interesting turn, so I'm definitely going to continue reading this. Question 33 is what is the last adaptation you watched? And I think for both of us it was The Scorched Trials. And we really, really enjoyed it.
Mine would be Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, but I just want to hug him and tell him that someone loves him.
For me, my answer is Selena Sarafian from the Throne of Glass series. A lot of the times through the series, Selena talks about how she wished she had like a friend who was a girl. I just want to hug her and tell her that I'll be her friend and that I'll love her. Question 35 is who is an author you've always wanted to talk to?
I would definitely be J.K. Rowling. It's because obviously I love Harry Potter, but also she is a badass bitch. Like, she takes down people who like tweet her like awful things, and she just has like the best comebacks. They're like just the perfect amount of like nice and just like and fuck you.
For me, my answer is Sarah J Maas, but she is honestly so cool. She's actually done a lot of collabs with booktubers recently with the release of her 2 books this year, and she just seems so awesome. Question 36 is a favorite book snack?
Mine is apples. I love apples, so I don't know. I just tend to eat them a lot when I'm reading.
I eat a lot of almonds and nuts when I'm reading books because it's kind of not messy. Question 37 is a favorite book world that you want to live in.
So definitely the Shadowhunter world. As like being a Shadowhunter, as dangerous as it is, and I know that all the time like we don't live that long. I'm like,
I don't care.
Yeah, I'd be so badass.
38 is a book world that you don't want to live in. For us, we both said the Red Queen world by Victoria Aveyard because if you're not a silver, you're screwed.
Yeah. I mean, like if you're a silver, like it's pretty cool.
You'll have like a pretty good life. If you're a red though,
done.
Nope, you will just never be happy. Question 39 is last time you smelled a book. It was so long ago that I can't remember, nor do I ever think I did it. Question 40 are what are weird insults that are used in books? And we talk about the
Maze Runner series. Like they have their own language. So like shuck and shank and other stuff like that.
It's just weird. Question 41 is your favorite romance book. Outlander. Question 42 is do you write? And no, generally. I wrote in high school and in college sometimes for like short stories for class that I had to write, and I've thought about writing a book, but I have just decided that my mind doesn't work that way and I just can't write books. I think I can write dialogue, so maybe I'll try to write a play. Yeah. Who knows?
I do write, actually. I write almost probably every day, actually. Before, I was a theater major in school. I was a writing English major. I think this upcoming November, I really want to do the November novel writing month or whatever it is.
Question 43 is favorite magical item.
Definitely a wand. You can literally do almost anything with it. Harry Potter!
That sounds really dirty.
It's kind of that all magical, powerful thing.
I can't stop thinking about it dirty.
Stop! It's, you know, it's a wand. It can do wand things.
Our answer for this is... Our answer for this is a wand.
I'm literally gonna dig my nails into my hands so I don't laugh.
Here, I'll do it too. Our answer for this is a wand from Harry Potter.
It's just a wand. That's the answer.
Okay, you're gonna start sobbing. Like...
I'm crying from how hard I'm laughing. I think little tears coming down my face. Okay, we can ask the next question while I'm laughing.
Question 44 is, what's your Quidditch position? I want to be a seeker because then you don't really have to play. You can just like focus on one thing. And I'm not good at sports. And so I could do that. I could just chase a thing around and then catch it. I could do that.
I would hope I would be a beater in Quidditch. I think that'd be really cool. I don't know. I think it's like a really badass position. But I think if like, if I'm being realistic, I think I probably would just, I mean, maybe be like the goal person.
45 is name a song you connect to a book.
Number 1, the Skyboat song,
which is the theme song for the Outlander show. We obviously connect to Outlander.
Yeah. Number 2, I don't know the actual name of the song, but it's a song from Holes, the like, dig it out,
the cast had to dig it. Dig it out, oh. Honestly, when you got those like Disney Mania CDs,
that was the best.
That was the best. When that came on, I would turn up in my kitchen like 8-year-old me being like, oh yeah, Shia LaBeouf. 46 is favorite book-related chat-up line. We don't get this question.
Is it like a pickup line that you use has to do with books, or a chat-up line that's in a book? So
either way, we're confused.
Yeah.
47. Have you ever used it?
No, because we can't think of one.
Question 48 is your favorite book fandom.
Mine would be Harry Potter. When I think of fandoms, the first one I think of is Harry Potter.
Mine is probably not one that I'm like really a part of, but one that I really admire. I mean, I'm a part of it, in the case I'm a fan of the books, but like, the one I really like is the Raven Boys fandom on Tumblr because they make amazing edits and stuff. They're like super pretty, and like, they're really just like beautiful, beautiful work.
We're so close to being done!
I know, 49. 49 is, how many books do you think you own?
Somewhere between 70 and 80, honestly, from the books that are strewn about my room and downstairs and with my school stuff. Probably 70 or 80 range.
Probably own around 50 to 60? Maybe a little bit more than that, but I don't think so. If you count all the books I have on my Kindle, then probably closer to 100. And question 50 is, who do you tag?
Yay! Alright, so I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget any of them. Number 1, Girl Reading. Number 2, Emily Laurie. Number 3, Novelty Dame. Number 4, MeaganReads. And number 5, TheOwlBurrow. TheOwlBurrow.
But of course, if you want to do this tag after you saw us, please let us know and go ahead and do it.
Yes, please do comment to let us know if you're doing it.
Yeah, it's a super fun tag.
Yeah.
If you've watched the entire 5 hours we've been talking, then round of applause for you. Because you're a true...
Impressive.
You're a true fan.
Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what other videos you would like us to do together.
Follow us on Goodreads and Instagram down below.
We're hopefully going to be making a Twitter sometime soon. But thank you so much for watching. And we'll see
you guys next
time.
Bye!
Take it out, dig it. Dig it out,